Hello, wonderful people. Welcome to my latest series, My Health Journey. And this literally is my health journey, me, Mad. I'm going to be sharing personal stuff from my childhood all the way through present day, the different phases and stages that I've gone through, and the stuff that I've learned along the way. I hope it brings value to your life. That's the reason I make all of my videos. This series is probably going to be at least 6 videos long, and this is the one you should start with. My household growing up consisted of my mom and my dad, my 3 brothers, and me. My dad was the main cook, the main grocery shopper, the main meal planner, and he kept a calendar in a drawer in our kitchen because he was so sick of hearing us all asking, "What's for dinner? What's for dinner?" And he used to write on each day of the month what the plan was for dinner that night. Most of the time, it was stuff that he cooked when he got home from work. When we got older, we helped cook, and sometimes it was leftovers. But we'd go to the calendar, we'd see things like lasagna, like ham and scalloped potatoes and green beans. Maybe it was Friday, we were just going to have pizza. We did tacos and burgers and dogs. We did, pork chops and mashed potatoes. We did gyros. We did stir fry. We did chili and cornbread. For lunch, we all packed a brown paper bag every day to take with us to school, and my mom used to say, make yourself a sandwich, grab a salty snack, a fruit, a dessert, and a drink. And I think when we got older, we started begging for yogurt, so maybe one of those too. For breakfast, we always had stuff available to us: cereal, bagels, granola bars, quick, easy stuff to grab before heading out to school in the morning. So that was how my parents fed us. How I actually ate is a little bit of a different story. While my brothers may have been very interested in meatloaf, fried chicken and coleslaw, and steak, I was pretty meat averse growing up. Actually, I was kind of like a pasta addict. My mom even went so far as to nickname me the carb queen. And she was definitely right. I mean, I cannot think of a more fitting title. I did not know what a carbohydrate was when I was that age, but considering the fact that I was nonstop eating like spaghetti, rigatoni, mac and cheese, bagels, I could have eaten like 3 bagels a day, I swear. I didn't just eat carbs, but they were definitely the bulk of my diet. I did eat meat growing up. Meat that was in tacos, on pizza, in a lasagna, but whenever my dad would bring out pork chops, a roast, some steak, any kind of like the meat is the main dish kind of meal, I just couldn't do it. It's not that I thought it was gross. It's not that there was like something specific I didn't like about it, like the texture or the taste. It's just, I think I felt like it was too much work to be eating that. Pasta, you just put it in your mouth and you chew it and you swallow it, and then those meats you had to cut up and you had to chew, and they were different. They weren't even like the ground meat that I would eat. They were different parts and different cuts and the different ways that they were cooked, and it basically just made me decide I didn't like meat. And by the time I got older, my family had taken to telling one another we were having chocolate cake for dinner if we were going to be having a meat, because they knew if they said the name of the meat, then it would freak me out and I wouldn't eat it. So despite having a variety of foods available to me, I chose to eat primarily carbohydrates because that's what I liked. And I didn't eat a whole lot of vegetables, and I didn't even eat a whole lot of fruit. But I did eat a lot of sugar. I ate sugar in the hidden forms, in processed foods, in yogurt and deli meats hidden all over, and I ate candy and desserts like nobody's business. As a kid at church, I would just straight down sugar packets at the fellowship hall after the church service on Sundays. I could eat an entire batch of cookies by myself, an entire sleeve of Oreos. I hoarded my Halloween candy, my Easter candy, my Christmas candy, any candy that came my way. I think part of that comes naturally with having 3 brothers, but another part of that was seriously an addiction. I would ration it out to try and make it last as long as possible because I wanted my daily sugar fix. And when I got into high school, it was not an odd occasion for me to split an entire tub of ice cream with a friend of mine. I'm sure by now some of you know where this is going. I guess we'll see in the next health journey video. Until then, later haters.